What is cracking YouTube? It's another video, another episode, and today's gonna be a disc review video. It's gonna be on the Jawbreaker Z Flex Captain's Raptor. When I saw these come in, I will say they feel really nice. They have a gummy feel to them. They're pretty flat for the most part, at least more flat than my Firebird. And the rim isn't super chunky, which is something I like because I have smaller hands. And I might be doing some comparative flights with my Firebird that's in my bag. Who knows? I might replace this for my Firebird. Let's go ahead and start with backhand. Let's go hyzer. All right, so the first throw of this video felt pretty clean out of the hand. I gotta say, I mean, the feel of this is amazing. I did do the dart, and it is about 270 feet worth of distance with hyzer, which is pretty good for the 9-speed overstable slot. It stayed hyzer and then started knife hyzering towards like maybe the last 10 or 20% of the flight. It's pretty nice. I'm almost breaking 300 with a hyzer backhand. It's looking good so far. All right, so now that we've thrown backhand hyzer, let's go backhand just straight up flat and see how it feels, how it flies. So I will admit, when I throw backhand flat, I do tend to put a little bit of anhyzer on it, maybe because of my balance, I'm pulling a little bit to my right. So something I'll work on, but that was a really nice flight. It held flat for the most part and then started swinging in the hyzer and did even skip a little bit at when it hit the ground. The distance for that was about 290 feet. So again, looking pretty promising as far as the distances that I want for this slot. I'm not trying to get insane bomber flight. I'm just trying to get accurate overstable shots from this disc. So let's go and move on to the backhand and hyzer now. Oh yeah. Little side note too, for these type of throws that I'm doing, I'm trying to do like a shot that I'll throw on the golf course, not something I'm trying to get like max distance. So with these throws, I'm throwing probably 60-70%. Because on the course, I'm not trying to go 100% power, because again, if you try to throw it as hard as you can, you lose that accuracy. So I'm trying to throw nice, smooth golf shots as I would on the disc golf course. So yeah, nice and smooth. So that clocked at about 305 feet. 305, 310, I don't know, rangefinders sometimes be a little bit inconsistent. So yeah, I mean, I'm getting about 30 feet difference from hyzer, which obviously is going to go a little bit shorter because it's going towards the ground. From flat, then it hyzers, and then anhyzer. All of them are about, I would say, 15 to 30 feet difference, which sounds about right when you're throwing at those angles with the overstable discs. This disc holds or resists torque quite well. With that, I threw like a lot of any. I almost threw like, I would say almost a roller angle, and that thawed out pretty quickly. So this thing, as far as stability, is pretty dang close to my 23 Firebird. Forehand now, forehand hyzer. Side note, as if you guys already don't know if you watch my videos, forehand is not the best in my game. This thing feels so much better than my Firebird. This has got at 275 feet worth of distance. I didn't even put that much on it. I don't know forehand if it doesn't handle torque as well. Most discs are like that. Forehand, the torque is a little bit more. I couldn't tell you the scientific reasoning, but that's just throwing a lot of shots and noticing that. But yeah, this feels really clean with forehand. Let's go on to flat now. little bit of Annie. So the flat forehand went about 290 feet, held the flat line for a little bit, and then started hyzering, then went to knife angle. Last like 10% of the flight, which is, I mean, I'll have to say for most 9 speeds, that's going to be the case. The only real difference between each one is very minute, whether it be the feel of the disc or if it's slightly understable or slightly more overstable than other overstable 9-speed slots. So when I go over details like this, the biggest difference is always going to be feel. How confident does it feel in your hand? The feel of this is trumping my Firebird. Let's go to forehand and hyzer. Losing some sun, man. It's winter time. Chopped over on that pretty good, and it's still fought out. Got about 315 feet. So, I mean, this thing comes out hot, like more so than I've noticed with other discs in this slot. This thing comes out a little bit faster, and the fact that it really, like, I chopped it over probably a little bit more anhyzer than I wanted, and it still fought out, and then got a little skip too, a little flare skip. I like the way this thing flies. Let's do throws with the Firebird and kind of compare the two. And this thing's looking like it's gonna replace the Firebird unless the Firebird shows out. Alright, well, that's going to be the end of this video. As far as bagging one over the other, I don't know yet. I'm going to do some more field work on my own time and see which one I like. It seems that this is a little bit more stable. I don't know, especially it really showed out in the forehand anhyzer where I threw it just as hard and on damn near the same angle, and this one fought out. The Firebird just held it and almost, I mean, it barely hyzered at the very end, but this thing held that ante almost the whole way. So that's a very interesting thing to look at between the two. But I think, again, both of these are money. As far as feel, this wins. I really like the Jawbreaker Z Flex. I don't know what it is about the Firebirds, but they got a little bit of a chunky feel, and I have smaller hands, so I kind of like the slimmer feel. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Love always. Peace out.